Most people follow design rules that have been repeated for years. Match all your wood tones, push furniture against walls, keep every metal finish the same, avoid dark ceilings. But some of these rules can actually make your space feel flatter, less layered, and less intentional. So in this video, we're looking at 5 popular design rules people still follow and why breaking them can sometimes create a better looking home. And you'll see real before and after examples showing exactly why these small changes can completely change how a room feels. At Design Burst, we don't just throw random ideas at your space, we study what you really need, how you live, what problems you face, and what style fits you best. Then we create detailed 3D renders, so you can actually see how your space will look before making any big decisions. Every plan is made to look beautiful and built to work for you. So, are you ready to transform your space? Visit our website or email us today and let's design your dream home together. Design rule number 1, mixing wood tones. Now, let's talk about your wood finishes, because this is one area people often overthink when designing a space. In the before setup, the room already has light wood flooring, light oak shelving, TV console, and wood details throughout the space. But because almost every element stays within the same light wood tone, everything starts blending together visually. But the wood materials don't create enough separation between furniture pieces and architectural features like flooring and shelving. So the space starts feeling a little too uniform. So here's what changed. The built-in shelving was changed into a deeper walnut wood finish, while darker wood accents were also repeated through the TV console, coffee table base, side table, and smaller furniture details. Instead of keeping every wood element exactly the same, darker tones were added in selected areas to create more visual layers throughout the room. The shelving stands out more, furniture pieces feel more grounded, and the darker wood tones no longer compete with the lighter flooring. The different finishes now create clearer separation throughout the room. Designers usually mix wood tones by keeping the undertones related instead of making every finish identical, so different wood materials still feel connected. And because the darker wood finish now repeats across several furniture pieces, the room instantly feels richer, more layered, and more intentionally designed. Rule number 2, floating furniture. Now, let's talk about furniture placement, because this is one of the most common layout mistakes people make without realizing it. In the before setup, the sofa sits against the wall, while most of the center space stays completely open. Because the seating area stays pushed toward the perimeter, the furniture arrangement starts feeling visually disconnected and less defined, so the space starts feeling a little less grounded. Now take a look at the after setup. The sofa was pulled slightly forward, an area rug was added underneath, and a slim console table was placed behind the seating area. Instead of pushing every furniture piece directly against the wall, the layout was moved inward to create a more intentional arrangement. Now your eyes can identify a clearer seating zone. The sofa feels more connected to the coffee table, the rug creates visual boundaries, and the overall layout feels more centered within the room. Designers usually float furniture because large, empty gaps around walls can sometimes make rooms feel disconnected instead of larger. And because the furniture pieces now work together as one arrangement, the room instantly feels more balanced, more intentional, and more comfortable. Design rule number 3, mixing metals. Now, let's talk about metal finishes, because this is another area people often try to keep perfectly matched. In the before setup, the kitchen already has silver pendant lights, silver cabinet hardware, and stainless appliances throughout the space. But because almost every metal detail stays within the same finish, everything starts feeling visually predictable. But the finishes don't create enough contrast to help certain features stand out, so the space starts feeling a little too uniform. So here's what changed. The silver pendant lights were replaced with warmer brass pendant lights, while matte black cabinet handles were also added across the cabinetry. Instead of keeping every metal finish exactly the same, supporting finishes were added in smaller areas to create stronger focal points around the kitchen. The pendant lights stand out more, Cabinet details become easier to notice, and the finishes create stronger contrast against the white cabinetry and warm wood materials. Designers usually mix metals by choosing one dominant finish first, then repeating supporting finishes so everything still feels connected. And because the brass and matte black details now repeat throughout the kitchen, the space instantly feels more layered, more customized, and more intentionally designed. Rule number 4, dark ceilings. Now, let's talk about ceilings, because this is one design choice people usually avoid too quickly. In the before setup, the ceiling already uses a fully white finish across the space. But because the entire upper area stays bright and visually similar, the ceiling starts fading into the background. But the upper area doesn't create enough visual weight, so the room starts feeling a little too empty overhead. So here's what changed. A darker ceiling finish was introduced together with warm cove lighting, recessed pin lights, wall sconces, and a floor lamp around the room. Instead of leaving the ceiling as one uninterrupted bright surface, darker tones and layered lighting were used to create more contrast. Now your eyes can identify stronger visual layers throughout the space. The ceiling feels more connected with the walls and furniture, while the lighting creates softer highlights across the room. Designers usually use darker ceilings because large, empty overhead spaces can sometimes feel disconnected, especially in taller rooms. And because the lighting now balances the darker ceiling finish, the room instantly feels more grounded, more dramatic, and more intentionally designed. Rule number 5, statement walls. Now, let's talk about feature walls, because this is one area where people often think more details automatically mean better design. In the before setup, the room already has a patterned wallpaper, marble TV wall, bright shelving backdrop, and additional textured wall finishes across the space. But because several bold finishes compete together at the same time, your eyes don't know where to focus first. But the different wall treatments don't create enough hierarchy, so the space starts feeling a little too busy. So here's what changed. The bright shelving backdrop was removed, surrounding wall finishes were simplified, and the marble TV wall became the primary visual feature. Instead of adding strong treatments across multiple walls, attention was concentrated into one main area to create a stronger focal point. The TV wall stands out more, the surrounding finishes feel more supportive, and the layout creates a cleaner visual flow throughout the room. Designers usually create statement walls by choosing one area to lead the design while allowing surrounding surfaces to stay quieter. And because the focus now stays centered around one feature area, the room instantly feels more balanced, more refined, and more intentionally designed. Some design rules became popular for a reason, but following every rule too strictly can sometimes make your space feel less personal and less intentional. As you saw, small changes like mixing wood tones, floating furniture, or simplifying focal points can completely change how a room feels. So instead of asking, what rule should I follow? Start asking, what actually works for my space? And which rule surprised you the most? Comment below and tell us which one you'd actually try in your own home. Your home deserves the same, but instead of guessing what furniture to buy or how to lay out your space, you can get a clear design plan first. And if you need help with your own space, you can visit our website at www.designburst24.com and reach out to us via email or WhatsApp. And you'll get a detailed 3D plan, furniture options, and a clear shopping guide. And don't forget to subscribe for more real home design.